ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. Hare Krishna. Welcome to our exciting adventure through the enchanting world of Ramayana. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of Bala Kanda, a magical chapter filled with epic tales and adventures. Get ready to embark on a storytelling adventure that will take you to a realm of courage, friendship, and wonder. Let's dive in.
Valmiki Ramayana. The great sage Valmiki. Valmiki at the start was not a great sage, but a hunter and a thief. In fact, his name was not even Valmiki, it was Ratnakar. One day, Narada Muni came and Ratnakar wanted to steal from him, but Narada Muni tried to reason with him. He said it is my duty to maintain my family. Narada Muni asked if he shared the burden of his sins with his family. Then he went off to try that. He thought his family will obviously do that, but they said no. Ratnakar said to Narada Muni that they said no, I'm gonna die. Because what's the point of living when your family hates you? So Narada Muni said, say the word Mara, which means die. So for a long duration of time, he said Mara, but it sounded like Ram to him.
Narada Muni actually wanted Ratnakar to say Ram, but he was so sinful that he could not even say Ram. He enchanted Ram for such a long time that even anthills began to form on him. Narada Muni gave him the name Valmiki, which means anthills. Narada Muni woke Ratnakar, Valmiki now, up and told him the whole Ramayana. And he remembered it because their minds were better than ours as they lived in Treta Yuga. Later in the Ramayana, he even teaches Love and Kush, the two sons of Lord Ramchandra and his wife Sita Devi.
Bala Kanda, the birth of Lord Ram. In the kingdom of Ayodhya, near the river Saryu, every being was living happily and joyfully. It was a very prosperous kingdom, as their caring king, Dasharath, looked very well after them. He was worried as he was getting old and had no son to give the throne to. He was 60,000 years old. Unable to see their king sad, the sages went and performed a fire sacrifice that reached up to the clouds. Pleased with Dashrath, Agni Dev, the god of fire, gave him sweet milk prepared in heaven. He said that this milk has life in it, so share it among your three wives, Kaushalya, Kaikeyi, and Sumitra. Kaushalya got half of the sweet milk, while Sumitra and Kaikeyi got a quarter. After a few months, Kaushalya gave birth to a bluish greenish boy. The next day, Kaikeyi got a beautiful son. And after a few hours, Sumitra got two adorable twins.
Sage Vasishtha named the eldest child Ramchandra, which means pleasing, delightful, and beautiful. The second eldest was named Bharat, symbol of Dharma. The third and fourth were named Lakshman, meant wealth, not money, but the wealth of the service of Ram, and Shatrughan, meant defeater of enemies.
Before leaving for the Gurukul, the princes asked for alms, as was a tradition. They left with sage Vasishtha. The whole of Ayodhya missed those four wonderful boys. They learned about religion, duty, politics, and archery. They were taught all types of Vedic scriptures.
After the princes completed their education, they returned to Ayodhya. One day, from the gates of the kingdom, a god came running to the king, Dashrath. The king asked, "What is wrong?" He said, "A sage is there and is threatening that he will burn the kingdom down if I do not let him in." Dashrath asked, "What's his name?" The god said, "He calls himself Vishwamitra." The god and Dashrath ran to the gates and welcomed him with full respect. The king asked, "What can I do to serve you?" The sage said, "When I was doing my fire sacrifices, the demons, Tarka and her two sons, Marich and Subahu, have been dropping blood and human flesh, making the sacrifice intoxicated."
I want you to send Ram with me, the sage said to the king. The king started pleading, "Please, do not take Ram. He is so young. I will send all my armies. Take me even, just not Ram." But then Sage Vishishta said that let Ram go. So the king had no choice. Vishwamitra took Ram, but as Ram and Lakshman were inseparable, he tagged along. Vishwamitra was a very wise and good sage. The trio went on a boat, crossing the river Ganges. The sage told them lots of stories, like at a place they passed was the place where Lord Shiva burnt the Cupid into flames because he shot a love arrow at Shiva while he was meditating. Some miles away was Tarika with her two sons, Maricha and Sibahu. Sage Vishwamitra said, "Kill these demons," to Ram. Ram hesitated. He cannot kill a woman. He thinks as every woman as a mother. Vishwamitra said, "She is no ordinary woman. She is a demoness. She's wearing an elephant garland, elephant earrings." Ram shot his arrow at her and killed her. Ram shot his arrow at Maricha, which pushed him thousands of miles away into the ocean. And he also shot his arrow at Subahu, which made him burst into flames.
Sage Vishwamitra was invited to King Janaka's palace for his glorious daughter Sita's marriage. On their way, the trio saw an old hut with a woman in a rock. The Ram was wondering, "What is this?" Vishwamitra recited the story. A sage, Sage Gotama, had this very woman when she was alive as his wife. Somehow, because of King Indra, he cursed her and she turned into a stone. Ram put his foot on Ahilya, the cursed woman, and she became alive. She paid her obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
When Sita was little, she was playing with a ball. Her ball got stuck in the tree. So she saw a bow, and she used it to push the ball down. But this was no ordinary bow. This was Lord Shiva's bow. Remember, she is goddess Lakshmi. King Janaka arranged for Swayamvar that whoever can lift up this Shiva's bow, he will get my daughter in marriage. When Lord Ram came, along with sage Vishwamitra and his loving brother Lakshman, they went to the kingdom of Mithila. Nobody could lift the bow actually. Vishwamitra told Rama to lift the bow, and he did it. Sita was going to put a garland, but Rama interrupted. He did not want to marry without his parents' consent. But then Vishwamitra said, "Let her put the garland." Sita continued, but she was short and Ram was humongously tall. So she could not reach Ram, uh, and Ram would not kneel down. So Lakshman thought and touched Ram's lotus feet. As per Vedic culture, you should pick that person up. So then Sita was able to reach.
Lord Ram got married to Devi Sita, and his brothers got married to Sita's sisters. After a while, Parshuram came, a great Brahman devotee of Lord Shiva. Parshuram did not like that Ram broke his lord's bow. He told Ram to string the bow which he bought. That bow was not Lord Shiva's, but Lord Vishnu's bow. Ram stringed it effortlessly. Parshuram then understood that he is supreme.
Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the tales of the enchanting Bala Kanda. We hope you had as much fun as we did sharing these magical stories with you. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any other videos. See you on the next video and Haribo!